Hey YouTube, we are Veteran Couple. We are back with some more NF. We are doing one that's not officially in the journey, but it's in the Mansion album, NF Face It. I rediscovered this one when I was like comparing different journeys, because there's one that's on YouTube that I was going off originally, and then I had people complain that I was off the journey. And
How dare you? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ruining it for everybody.
So, we're going to kind of make up our own journey as we go, but we are also going to
blazing new trails, is what you're saying.
But I look back at the first album, Mansion, and noticed that there was some songs on there that I had listened to prior and I really like, and this was one that I really like.
No way.
Rediscovered it. So.
Absolutely.
You know what? Good thing I love you. So we are going to get right into it. Face It. This is just a lyric video. So here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. Yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it, yeah. Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. How to face it. How to face it. Let's go back to basics. Yeah, say what you mean, do what you say, but man, I hate this. I just don't know what I'm chasing. Yeah, somebody told me life is something you don't wanna play with, but I just keep on playing like life is just a playground. I go through these mood swings, watch everything slide down. I look at myself and I ask what the goal is. Yeah, tell me what your goal is. I'm just so lost in emotions, I don't even notice.
Yep. It's like almost an everyday discussion I have with myself, I feel like. Where it's like...
Which part? Or just all of it?
The last part.
The last part?
It's like, well, it's funny, it's like at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, I didn't do anything today. Like, so... It's like I work 3 days out of the week, and so Mondays and Fridays I'm home with my kids, and I always have these great aspirations of like, I'm gonna get all this stuff done. I have like a whole task list of things and I can do it on these 2 days. And then what happens is, it's like it.
Toddlers.
Not even just that, but it's like, for whatever reason, those 3 days that I go to work, it's like, you get up, you're tired, but it's like you do it, you do it because you gotta do it. And on the days that I'm not working, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, like, and then I don't do anything. And then, the toddler, they have their own set of mindsets of what they want to do and stuff, and all of a sudden, you blink, and it's 1 p.m., and I gotta make lunch, I gotta put it out for nap time, and you're like, okay, finally, it's my time, my turn, It's like, have some, whatever. And then you blink again, and now it's time for dinner. And then it's bedtime, and you're like, what just happened? So there's so many days that I'm like, okay, what are my goals tomorrow? What am I, what do I want? I gotta change something, because if something doesn't change, nothing's gonna change, And it's just, every day is like, go through the motions again. And I'm just like, it's so annoying, And so I can hear the frustration. I can totally line up exactly with what he's talking about.
I agree. Back it up just a little bit. Let's run this.
You don't wanna play with, but I just keep on playing like life is just a playground. I go through these mood swings, watch everything slide down. I look at myself and I ask what the goal is. Yeah, tell me what what your goal is. I'm just so lost in emotions, I don't even notice. I just slip into a place that I don't think straight. Gobbling in my ear, trying to tell me everything's great. And in the year I'll realize I'm in the same place, running in the same race, same pace. Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately, I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing, that's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind, I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it, yeah. Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Don't know how to face it.
Interesting how that one line, the devil puts it in your mind that you're doing great. And it's just like putting you into complacency and apathy, and then a year passes and you're right back. You're right where you're.
Well, it's
you're at.
that phrase like plays into procrastination, which, I mean, I will be the first one. Like, you look up procrastination in the dictionary, and you'll probably find my picture next to it. I'm not even gonna lie. I have all these great ideas and intentions. Like, okay, yes, today sucked, but tomorrow it's gonna be a better day. Which is a good mindset. You can't beat yourself up about what you didn't do today, and then have it affect tomorrow. But if it's always, okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Like this week, we're gonna fast. We're gonna fast. And we're like, oh crap, I broke the fast without even realizing it. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, tomorot. You know.
We did partial fast.
I know we did. I'm just giving us crap a little bit, but it's true. It's like, you know, oh, it's not a big deal. Just like, don't think about it. Just forget about it. Oh. You know, like, you got plenty of time. You have plenty of time. You know, once the spring comes and it's warmer, you'll have more time to do X, Y, and Z. When, you know, the kids are out playing, you'll have, you know, it's all these, you know, excuses. And all of a sudden it's December 31st and nothing changed the whole year. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And it's true. And I will say that when he's talking about, like, I'm the only one that can change me, that actually has been a phrase that I've used to actually help, you know, give me hope. Mm-hmm. Because I kind of like that, knowing that I think once you get, you know, past, like, because I'm not gonna lie, there's been some times where I've almost felt like an entitlement, like, well, it's that person's fault, or it's this situation, or it's that, and not really being like, okay, well, have I actually done anything to help this? Yeah. And once you get to there, then it's actually a very freeing experience, because it's like, yeah, because it's like, well, that's great, because I don't have to worry about what you're doing or what, you know, the economy's doing or what this is doing. What can I actually have the ability to change something? Mm-hmm. And it starts with just little things in our day. So sometimes I use that as like, this is actually good. This is like a positive thing. Okay, let's reset, refocus, you know, once I get past all the junk, mm-hmm. you know, so yeah.
Yeah, real good. Oh, there's also been times when it's like, I don't know how to face it.
Oh, more than not. More than not. Which I will say that kind of leads into the sense of, well, what's the point? Because I will say that, because I'm trying to like get better at teaching our little ones a better example of like when things are frustrating and things aren't happening the way you're thinking, you know, not to just give up. But it is, a lot of times it is like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And it's so easy to just be like, well, then what's the point of trying? What's the point of stepping up again? What's the point of, you know, taking another risk? But, you know, I think if anybody wants anything out of life, that sense, that spirit in them is not going to let that mindset win eventually. Because it's always going to be like, well, then I have to be completely satisfied and content with just being average. Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't want to settle for just being average. I think we want to be great at something, mm-hmm. you know, so.
Well, and I think, just thinking now while you were talking about that, it's like, this is a lot about how I felt before we started this journey. It was just like, there's so much going on. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought things were going good for the most part, but it's like, you just have a realization, you know, and you have an outburst at one of your toddlers, and it was over something stupid, and then you're just like, what am I doing? You know, and so it's like, you have that thought in your mind, like, I don't know, how do I face this? You know, how do I, what's the underlying reality of why I'm acting like this and facing it.
Yeah.
You know, because a long time I felt like the same as like, I don't know how to change it, you know?
Well, yeah, and facing
And even though
it,
I'm the only one that can change it, I don't know how to change it. Maybe that's why I'm not changing it. You
I think
know?
that's why a lot of times self-reflection and having going in like a quiet place and thinking about this and basically saying it's facing it is so important, because without doing that, it's so easy to get distracted by other things and just like, oh, whatever, I'll get to it later, you know. And that's where like the year has gone by and Satan won another year, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very good.
Well, and for this journey, it's been facing the hard facts that I don't have it all together, and I'm still figuring things out, and you know, facing those past issues and past situations and experiences and heartbreaks, and you know, learning how to face it to be a better husband and to be a better father, because all that comes out in your reactions and how you self-regulate. You know, I've been seeing a lot of reels on Facebook about, you know, parents that yell at their kids a lot is because they don't know they never learned how to self-regulate. And so you're trying to tell a child how to be an adult when you're acting like a child and yelling. So
Yeah.
it's like there's been a lot of self-reflection over the last couple of months. So
A lot of good realizations.
yeah. So we'll back this up just a little bit.
Face it, I don't know how to face it. Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. How to face it. How to face it. Let's go back to basics. Think about the words you about to say before you say it. Sin is bittersweet, I taste it. Bittersweet, I taste it. Get that sickness out my mouth. I feel like my train is derailing. I can feel it. Yo, these words are only words until they actions. Words until they actions. Thrive on empty satisfactions. Yeah, the fact is I don't know. Fact is I don't know. Yeah, I get on these stages, say that I put on a show, but yeah, that show it don't mean nothing if I don't live my lyrics. If they don't feel the spirit in my songs and they don't hear it, homie, yeah, that don't mean nothing. This ain't all about appearance. Everything starts with the man in the mirror. Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately.
Get anything out of that verse?
Which one?
That verse, that last part.
The whole thing?
Yeah. One of my favorite parts is if I don't live my, you know, this music, it don't mean nothing if I don't live my lyrics. They don't feel the spirit. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through this. They don't feel the spirit in my songs, then they don't hear it. You know, to me, that could be a couple different things. It could be, you know, spirit-filled songs, knowing that he's a Christian, but it's not always up front in his songs, but he does drop little hints here and there that it is inspired through that. So, you know, for me, it's more on the spiritual side of things, where it's like if they don't feel the spirit of God in my songs, then they don't hear it. But, you know, it could just be the spirit of overcoming. It could be the spirit that he's overcoming at that time that goes into his songs. Nothing to add? Okay.
Not this moment, no.
Not this moment.
Yes,
Okay.
don't pressure me.
All right. I'm going to play that part again. So this song bumps in the car, by the way. Got some good bass. I do like that. So.
Put on a show, but yeah, that show it don't mean nothing if I don't live my lyrics. If they don't feel the spirit in my songs and they don't hear it, homie, yeah, that don't mean nothing. This ain't all about appearance. Everything starts with the man in the mirror. Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. That's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it, yeah. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. How to face
which I think a lot of his songs are very, I mean, there's so many thoughts, emotions, and deep,
Well, and just different
metaphors.
layers.
And, oh gosh, yeah, yes, lots of layers. So this one's it's a little bit more, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but it's a little bit more simple, straightforward.
Straightforward, yeah.
But it's a very good, relatable message.
I think it's basically about just like taking personal responsibility. Look at the man in the mirror. That's where it starts. When you're looking to change it and face it and
Yeah.
go what you're after. And
when he
since
was-
okay, sorry.
And when he was talking about, where you had stopped it, where, I'm trying to remember the exact words he used, but basically the essence of, I have to live this out. I can't just be talking about it. I can't just be saying, oh, I'm
Not
this,
just
I'm that.
words.
And I think it's true because, I mean, it obviously is true, but, it's, sometimes it can be hard when you have, all these pressures of different things and, you want to be accepted, you want to do this, but I think if you have a consistency of, what's the word? Integrity, of doing the right thing despite what other people may think, it's always a good place to start. Because I know, down the road we may talk more into a little bit of our personal background, we'll see, but I know there's been a lot of things that I wish I hadn't done in my past, and then you can have the idea, this is where like the enemy can, put in your mind that now you have a label on yourself, like this is now who you are, and you'll never be able to crawl back out and be better again, but it starts with living out what you say you want to live out, and I think integrity is a big one. If you haven't lived integrous your whole life, okay, we'll start today, and start building on that. I know that when I started doing that, kind of getting back to my roots and what was really important, and the things that I wanted to convey to my kids and the people around me, that and started taking those integrity steps, every day. It also helped my own self-image and my own self-trust. So I don't know if that's actually like connected with this at all, but that's where my mind went.
No,
So
you're good.
yeah,
That's the point of it, is just kind of see where our minds take it. So yeah, it's one of my probably top 5 songs. So I really like this one.
we'll have to get some subwoofers in the car, and then we can really just let this baby go. Right? So that's what you're telling me. It really bumps in the car.
Well, mine's got pretty good speakers in the
Oh
car.
yeah, like the
Not your
Mommobile. I like the Mommobile. It is not a van.
Not
I
a minivan.
refuse to have a minivan. I'm sorry for all those ones that have a minivan out there. I hate them. I think they're awful. But,
Tangent.
well, I'm just saying. We're at the end of our thing here.
Yep. So we will see you on the next video. If you want to comment down below, we read them all and try to comment on them all. Take a look at the description if you don't know what we're trying to accomplish with our series. So we will see you on the next video.
Bye.